Hi, this is Kim with Mom's Creative Moments. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are gonna do some fun Halloween focused layouts, and this is kind of a throwback to a few years ago. Actually, it's almost 6 years ago or about 6 years ago, when we had Wicked Cute. Do you remember that one? So I'm actually not using the papers from that because I don't have them, but we are going to do that project recipe today, and I think you're going to like it. It's really fun. It's a cute one. So let's get started and check out what's on my desktop. Alright, so here we are working with Toil Trouble again, and again, this is a collection from back in 2017, but we're not doing the Toil Trouble project recipe today. Today we are going to do Wicked Cute, which is actually from 2019, and so a couple years after this one. But I don't have any more Wicked Cute, so we're going to use the Toil and Trouble papers to do Wicked Cute, which I think will be quick and easy. This one is a fairly straightforward design, and once you see how it's done, you'll see how quick and easy this one is. It could be a go-to for you even as a introductory level beginner scrapper. All right, so we are going to use our custom border maker system today a little bit. We're just going to put some edges on a couple of the mats and use that same edge here on a couple of the other smaller mats. And today, rather than using this starbursty kind of punch, I'm going to use the Rustic Fence punch, which if you have been with CM for a while, then you might have this old blue one like I do, which dates me. Or you might have, they just recently brought this fence punch back, and it sold out fairly quickly, so I think they are actually bringing it back again. Plans are that they're going to bring it back again, which is really nice because a lot of our newer scrappers can get a lot of good use out of this. This is a really fun excuse me, it's a really fun punch to have in your stash, and I'm so glad that they decided to bring it back and offer it to everyone again. So anyway, we're going to use that one today. If you don't have that one, you just need some kind of a punch that is not a chain punch, which means it doesn't separate from your page. Your punch needs to stay connected today, and so in order for it to do what we need it to do. All right, now in the last video we used the Hot Fudge cardstock because I was running out of black. I still am running out of black, but I do have these last two pieces, and if you look really closely, you can see they are slightly, or they look slightly off in color to me. So I think they're from two different lots of cardstock, but. Or it could be that this one is the CM and this is a piece that I got from a different company. But at any rate, we are going to use these as our bases. I think they'll do just fine for what we're going to do today. I'm going to set those aside just for now, and we'll get back to those in a little bit. I do have the orange and yellow spiderweb paper. I have the turquoise pin dot polka dot that has the black stripe on the back, and I have the honeycomb turquoise blue paper with the yellow chain on the back. So we're going to use these three today, and we're just going to make some basic cuts. As you can see, looking at the cutting guide, there really isn't a whole lot excuse me, there isn't a whole lot of specialty cutting to do with this, so let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing we're going to cut is the honeycomb paper. And the honeycomb paper, here, I'm going to just get all of this out of the way till we get to it. Stick it up there. Please excuse my coughing. I am still getting over COVID. Recording this fairly close to when I got back from my trip. And so hopefully by the time you are actually viewing this, I will be all well and good and won't have any issues. Yeah, hale and hearty, as Emily says. But in the meantime, I am still just a little bit under the weather. But I didn't want to not have a video to post, so I am devoted to you guys. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and cut this at 5 1/4 on this side, 5 1/4, and then we're going to cut that piece in half, so 5 1/4, and then we're going to turn it, and we're going to cut it at 6 inches. Okay, and those are our 2 mats that we're going to punch the edge on. So we're just going to set those up there, and we'll get back to them in a minute. And I need a 5-inch piece. And actually, we also need a piece punched and then cut. So let's go ahead and punch the edge of this quickly so that so I don't have to worry about trying to use Post-its to make it work. It's much easier if we just go ahead and punch it now. So I'll just put this in the border maker and get this all punched. You can see how this stays attached to paper, and mine is going to be off there because my paper moves just a little bit. Let me fix that. Fortunately, I don't need a whole row of this. I only need about 2/3 of it, so I think we'll be all right. I felt it move too, and I should have checked it before I punched that second one. It's a good idea when you're dealing with a punch like this that has lots of little cutouts for you to, rather than sliding it along, for you to pull it out and then go back in at each notch, and then that way it stays together and doesn't get hung up as often. Hopefully that will be okay. Let's see. Now I need my trimmer back again. Okay, our instructions say we need to cut this at 1 3/4 inches. So I'm going to put this out to the very edge here, which is 1 3/4 inches. And that'll give me my 5 inches for my triangles. Okay, so there's that. And then it looks like each of these sections needs to be 4 inches. So let me go ahead, I'm gonna just flip it over so I have a smooth edge. Let's see how close I'm gonna get to that. I've got one 4-inch piece and another 4-inch piece. Whoa, right on the money. Pretty good. And I don't really need this, which is fortunate because that's the part that I goofed up. So that's good. Okay, then we're going to take this 5 by 12-inch piece that was between the punched area and those other mats that we punched, and we're just going to turn it, and we're going to cut from corner to corner, which is a little bit tricky. But I'm going to do the best I can to line this up, and I may have to come back and fix it in a couple places, or just cut it to the corner. Let's see. There we go. One. And here's going to be the other. Okay, so there's 2 of our triangles. Now we're going to jump to page number 2, which is this other kind of turquoise colored page. And we're just going to cut these mats here real quick. So I need, just move a couple things out of the way. All right, so I'm going to cut a 4-inch piece. Then I'm going to turn that and go ahead and cut 3 4x4 mats. So there's 1, and here's 2 and 3. Then we're going to come back in here and we're going to cut this at 6 inches. Okay, and this piece is just extra, so we'll set that aside. And we're going to come in here at 4 inches and cut 2 4x6 mats. So there's 1. 2. And then there's 1 more 4x4. And then we've got this little bit extra. Then we're going to grab our spider webby page. And this one we need another 5-inch piece, 5x12. So we get a similar triangle. And again, we're cutting from the right-hand corner up there to the left-hand corner down here. And just line it up the best you can with your cutting areas, or with your cutting line. And then we'll come back in with the scissors and complete the cut. Because it just doesn't quite go all the way to the end. It very nearly does. Just not quite. All right. Now we are ready to assemble this. See, that was quick and easy. Okay, so we're gonna flip back over here to our assembly instructions. Grab my base pages, here they are. I'm gonna lay this out first of all so that we can lay out our triangles and make sure that they're going the direction we want them to go. Okay, so let's grab these. And we're going to have a blue one here and a blue one here. And then we're going to put our orange ones right here in the middle. So the orange ones, spider webby ones, are going to go like this. Okay, so let's go ahead and get those adhered, and then we'll proceed with the rest. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we need to punch the edges of these, and we're going to use, I think, the yellow side of this one. But let me grab my border maker, and we're going to go ahead and punch these two. I'm going to put them in here at the same time because we can, because there's plenty of room, and it just makes things a little bit easier if we just do this once, right? So we're going to put both pages in, and grab my punch, and we're going to just punch right along the top here. Carefully so I don't move the paper like I did last time, right? So it just moved. I think it's because of this little thingy. Looks like it's okay. Lined up okay. That one was a little off. Darn it. Blame it on being sick. Alright, well, it is what it is, right? Maybe we can put an embellishment there or something. Alright. So we've got, excuse me, we've got those two good to go. And then I'm just checking here to see which ones. Oh yeah, okay. So I'm just gonna lay this out so that we can see where it's gonna go, and then we'll know where to put those other two, our two fence pieces that we've got up there. Maybe what I'll do is turn this one upside down, since it's the one that's not quite like I would wish that it would be. That one goes down there, that one goes up there, and then we've got two that go here and two that go here. Or something approximately like that. Okay. And there are fences right here. Are gonna go on there like so, and on there like so. So let me go ahead and get those adhered in their place, and then we'll talk about some embellishments. All right. Alright, so I put a little bit more space between my photos than I normally do. Those of you who are used to watching my channel will notice that There's more like a good healthy half of an inch in between all these. And I did that for a reason, just because there's lots of room, and it just seemed more appropriate. Plus I was looking at our example here, and it just seemed like that would work well for what we've got here. Okay, so now I just need some embellishments, and really they've set this up so that this could be like a journal box, and then this up here could have more embellishing, but they've embellished on both of those, plus on this one and on this one down here. So we really could put embellishments in all 4 spaces if we want to, according to the pattern that they've given us. Or we can just make it up as we go, because we are kind of making this one up. We're using a totally different collection, and I'm using bits and bobs from all different things. So let's see what we can come up with, okay? I do have some, let's see here. Give me a second. I'll put that away. Gonna need those, so we'll pull those out. I do have a spider web left from this one. I have this cool looking haunted house, except that the colors are kind of wrong for this. But if we used the touches of green in other places, then we might be able to get away with it. I really have more of the stickers from this one than I do from the other. Oh, excuse me, my word. I'm struggling here just a little. Okay, let's go with kind of a witchy theme for this one. How about that? Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and go with the little bits of green that we have in some of these, and not worry about it overly. The other colors are good, and there isn't so much green, I don't think. So what if we used this big house? Where would we want to put it? Right in the middle? Maybe? Here, let me put a foam square or 2 on this so that it will stand up. That way I can set it there and see if that's where I want it to stay. Let's see. You could do time for some hocus pocus. Right. Okay, hang on. This is tricky because they're sticking to my fingers. So if we kind of linked those like so, they would cover my goof up down there. That's what I'm thinking. That way, we've got a little bit more over the those mistakes I made with the border maker. Oh, pardon me, my word.
Don't worry, Mom. You won't be sick forever.
Oh, I hope I won't be sick forever. Emily says I won't be sick forever. I hope. Okay, time for some hocus pocus. We've got our haunted house and our let's do spooktacular traditions. I like that. Spooktacular traditions. I like it. Okay, this one says broom hair don't care, but I'm going to see if I can just cover that with Bewitched, because I like it better. And then that way I can put it right here. Under the kettle. Maybe like that. Ugh. The adhesive on these stickers is really, really sticky. Which is good. Alright, so that one's gonna go there. That'll go there. And I think I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't think I need anything else necessarily. Or we could add a sweet tooth up in the corner for somebody. I have some candy. Two pieces of candy that can go with the sweet tooth. I'll stick that up in the corner. Just right up there. And that will be that. Okay. So I'll go ahead and get these peeled off. So glad I was able to cover that. I hate it when a punch malfunctions and then I look like I goofed. And I kind of did goof because my paper shifted and I should not have let it shift. But, so it probably wasn't the punch, it's probably just me. There's that. I'm just getting stuck to everything today. Oh my goodness.
Way to laugh through it, Mom.
So I'm going to build this one from the bottom up just because I've got these two word stickers that I want to be slightly offset from each other. And then the house kind of behind them. There. All right, there we go. Well, let me know what you think. Here's the original that we started with for Wicked Cute, and then here's what we've come up with. I think it turned out pretty good. And we still have room for 6 photos, so I think that is awesome. And if we have an extra one or two, we could squeeze in some small ones here and here, or journal there in those areas, or journal here or here. Yeah, I like this one. Let me know what you think in the comments, would you? Thanks so much for joining me today. Until next time, I hope you have many more creative moments. Have a great day.